Satan? Man, what are you doing trying to cause trouble here again? I told you last time, I don't have a soul left to give.
Ah, but not your soul, mortal. The soul of your friends.
The DeCostolas?
Actually, just Joe. Bravo's two versions of the limit. Their souls are trapped in limbo. The Jove will not release them to my kingdom, though they belong to me.
Why does God want them?
He seems to believe the good deeds they performed in their short, meaningless lives outweigh the malevolence. I know that the evil which they have done undoubtedly grants them an eternal sentence to the land of 1,000 suns.
Well, what does the big man have to say about it?
It doesn't matter. Don't listen to him. Listen to me.
Well, I think I'd like to have both perspectives on the issue before I can make a conscious decision.
Nah, it's no use. I should have known you wouldn't be swayed. We'll see.
Huh. Well, anyways, while Eve sets up for my shoot, we're gonna count down the top 6 best Star Wars levels.
Wait, we're still doing the Christmas card thing?
I think at some point in everybody's life, we've all said, if heaven was Star Wars, I'd go walk into traffic. It's a magical land, the wild west of space, where anything goes. A credit is still a credit on Nar Shaddaa, and if you can pay, that credit will take you places you wouldn't dream of. An untapped reservoir of fantasies, not told about in any Star Wars book or Christmas special.
And so without further ado, let's tap some Star Wars.
Speaking of the Smuggler's Moon, number 6 is Nar Shaddaa. It's the gaping maw of Nar Shaddaa, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer.
It's the gaping maw of Nar
I know,
Shaddaa.
I just said that!
If I could live in Star Wars, I would want to be a smuggler working for the Hutts hauling spice across the galaxy. Living in a freighter, probably banging a lot of twi'lek whores.
I was kind of hoping that mating with scruffy humans might have been the first on that list.
Oh, Hatton, you always know exactly what to say. It's like he's always been there for me, in my time of need. I'd like to dedicate this next one to a very special scoundrel. Atton, this is for you! So Nar Shaddaa would be kind of like my home, away from home, away from home, if that makes any sense. Ah, the beautiful stench of decay and desperate living.
Ah, the beautiful
Stop
stench and decay
copying
of
me,
desperate
God!
living.
Part of the genius of KOTOR 2 is the pacing of progression. For the first leg of the game, you're restricted to one planet per section. First, you're just trying to escape Paragus and get to the Ebonhawk. Then you're trying to leave Telos Station, but the Ebonhawk has been stolen, so you jump through hoop after hoop until finally, you get the ship back from Atris, and when you do... It's really great, because for the first time in the game, you're given freedom. Freedom to choose where you want to go and how you want to go. The order that you choose the planets will have a different effect on the way the narrative plays out, but whenever I get to this point, I always visit Nar Shaddaa first to fulfill my desire for freedom. Because Nar Shaddaa is kind of like the Star Wars equivalent of Las Vegas.
Hey everyone, let's all go to the strip club!
There's so much to do and see on Nar Shaddaa, and you can do it in any order too. You can go to the docks and murder people, or you can go to the refugee sector and murder people, or go to the Jek Tar and murder people. I still can't tell if this Vegas trip got out of hand or went along seamlessly. Say what you will about The Force Unleashed, that it sucks, the plot, scenario, animation, and conceivability within the totally realistic Star Wars universe is terrible, and you would be right. This game sucks. It's ridiculous to consider that Darth Vader managed to train an apprentice completely under the nose of the Emperor that was so powerful he could just mow through battalions of stormtroopers willy-nilly.
Willy. Penis. Number 5 is Cloud City.
I don't know where my infatuation with this location stems from. Maybe it's because it's a prelude to the emergence of yuppie culture in the 1980s, and it definitely has that vibe with the white walls and floors and pristine living conditions. Or maybe it's because this level's pretty fucking badass. You have to find Rom Coda to help Starkiller fight the Empire. Starkiller? I wonder if he's of any relation to Bendak Starkiller, the Mandalorian duelist on Terrace. Anyways, Romcode is now an alcoholic hanging around some sleazy bar in Cloud City. But who cares about the plot? This game is all about the non-stop action!
Let's face it, if you were warped into Star Wars land as a Jedi, what's the first thing you would do? Start a bar fight, of course!
Yeah, take that, Gamorrean. I'll slice you up and turn you into a delicious Christmas ham. Ham. I only like the light meat because I'm a racist. And on an extraordinarily rare occasion, the motion controls in this game are actually a blast to use.
I'm playing video games!
Oh no, Imperial Shadow Guardsmen! It's time to take out the trash. Just murder everything in your path! There is no passion, there is death! There is no death, there is extreme death! Wait, you mean the Wii version's actually Nar Shaddaa?
Well shit, if that level wasn't Cloud City, then what level am I gonna use from a Star Wars game now? Yes!
On the complete polar opposite end of the spectrum to the Force Unleashed non-stop action, we have the first Knights of the Old Republic game. A lot of people say that this game is the best Star Wars game. They're wrong, it's KOTOR 2, but damn it, this game isn't in close second. Where the second game is gloomy, gritty, dark, the first is bright and shiny. And despite the state of the galaxy being in a brutal war, there are a number of very calming places to explore, like Manan, Kashyyyk, and Dantooine.
I will be your doom!
That didn't quite get the message I wanted across. Home of the Jedi Temple before Malak raised it, Dantooine is a temperate planet located in the Outer Rim. It's a pretty nice place once you get past the Mandalorian raiders, packs of wild beasts, and occasional Sith bombardment. It has gorgeous views of rolling plains, caves to explore, giant peaceful dragons, biba trees, stunning dual moons, quiet farm living, and nice people.
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
If I were in the Star Wars universe, I'd be a smuggler on Nar Shaddaa, living in a totally awesome yuppie penthouse somewhere, with my other home being a freighter. But when it came time to retire, I wouldn't think twice before settling down on Dantooine with my twi'lek mail-order bride, Opie, and our son, Michael. Alrighty, we're now ready to start taking photos for the Christmas cards. So, should we go with regular Christmas sweater, or sexy Christmas sweater?
I think the sexy adjective is subjective.
Come on, Eve, it's Christmas! It's that time of year that you're supposed to curl up next to the fire by someone you love and make sweet, sweet love.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.